Guys, here's Doug here, back with another update. As you can see, the OBS is back on its own weight. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a video on the whole front suspension setup that I ended up doing on this. And a couple quick updates on the 79. I didn't get much done on that since I've been working on this. But now I gotta do front brakes real quick on the little tin can back there. And then I'll get back into the OBS. And just like that, it's done. Wouldn't it be nice if it was that easy? But anyways, back to the OBS. So back to the OBS, what we got going on here. The fully custom DTF Motorsports 4-link frame brackets, 4-link, and custom coil buckets. And I got some videos of that stuff getting cut out, so I'll throw those in here and then do a closer look at the suspension. So the truck is back on its own weight, 2011 F350 axles underneath it. The rear, pretty simple, straightforward swap. I don't need to spend too much time on that one. But the front, I went through and custom made custom coil buckets. So made them dimensionally correct to the Super Duty ones and made this little DTF bracket logo. And custom 4-link bracket. This ain't quite done yet. I'm gonna do an overlay on it and get rid of those gaudy washers. And then got the 4-link bars, all 2-inch DOM tubing, quarter wall, and 1/4-inch plates down there for the 4-link. And then I used greasable ballistic bushings on here. And should turn out to be a really good ride quality. Right now the truck has a 2.5-inch level in the front and just a factory 4-inch block in the rear. It does have a little bit of squat right now, so but I'm gonna order up Icon 2.5-inch dual rate coils because right now it just has a spacer in the front. So I'm gonna get rid of that, order up the full Icon kit with the Icon shocks and everything, and see how it sits then. See if I need to get a bigger block for the rear, and I'm also gonna do traction bars in the rear, and then I gotta take everything back off and get it powder coated. I'm undecided on color for the powder coat yet because I don't even know what color I'm gonna paint the truck, so kind of up in the air about that, but it's sitting really good. This truck's moving along. I can't wait to get started on dropping the 6.7 in there. Which, like I said, the 79 is my main focus, but when I get time, I definitely want to keep moving forward on this one too. Another reason I think this truck might have a little bit of squat to it is because it has Super Duty coils, that are made for the 6.7 diesel in it, and it's still got the 351 gas motor in it, so it's off a little bit on weight. So I think we're gonna get those other 2.5-inch leveling coils and get the 6.7 in there. It'll probably level itself back out. So the best part about these coil buckets that I made, every other company that makes these coil buckets, they make the coil height and the shock height the same, which is not how it is on the Super Duties. They're different heights like this. So, doing it this way, you don't get unwanted lift or you don't run into the issue of your shocks being too short, which is what happens with a lot of other companies. They buy these buckets thinking they're gonna be a direct swap, and if they didn't want to lift, they end up putting these buckets on and they end up with like a 3 or 4 inch lift, which, you know, the companies don't really advertise that. So if you didn't want it, you're kind of screwed at that point. But another great thing about this lift is I have the coil mount spaced out so it matches the width of the Super Duty axle. Because if you use factory coil buckets off of Super Duty, you end up with your coils tilted in like this because the OBS frame is narrower than a Super Duty frame. So that's kind of the whole point of using these custom buckets instead of factory ones, is to get these coils going straight up and down. I'm gonna do a little better video of this thing when I get everything powder coated and go to reinstall it. That way you guys can see the full process of bolting all this on and see it all fully finished once I get all the overlays done and powder coated and get the steering buttoned up. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to pull this thing back out of the garage. It's been on jack stands for way too long. So I'm sure a lot of you guys that are following this truck build have seen Duramax Jack's truck that he's doing. Pretty much same truck, 2-wheel drive, 4-door long bed, 351 OBS, and he's doing a Duramax swap on it. And they made the cradle for the engine first before they did the axle swap, and they ran into some issues with the axle swap. So I'm glad I did the axle swap first. You know, obviously I'm sure I'm gonna still run into some issues doing the engine swap second. But you know, it's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. So I can't wait to see his truck done. I can't wait to see this thing done. We definitely want to try to get these trucks together because they'll be one of a kind. So it'd be cool to get these trucks side by side. So the only thing I've really gotten done on the 79 since my last video is I got both doors on this side. I just wanted to do that to make sure everything fit up correctly, and I'm gonna start doing my wiring and stuff in here. So I want to get any fabrication work done that needs done before the body comes back off and goes to paint. Got a couple things I got to do yet. I have to do the custom front wheel liners, which those are going to be kind of complicated, but they'll be worth it when they're done. And then I have to install cab lights, and I'm gonna get I gotta finish up the mounts for the air tanks inside this compartment in the Super Camper Special bed over here. So that's on the list. The only other thing I did was I made these mounts here to bolt the 79 core sport onto the stock Super Duty core sport, which I ended up cutting both to make them fit into one. So I just did that on both sides. Just used factory holes on the Super Duty one, and then I drilled into the 79 one and put riv nuts in here. Here I put another bolt on each side, but that's what I ended up doing on these. I'm gonna make 2 more brackets to go on the back side here, down to there. Just one on each side of the hood mount, just so I don't have any wiggle up there, but it's mounted pretty solid right now. I shouldn't have any issues. I just got a bunch of new parts in for this. They're all in the back of the truck. I'm gonna start working on the wiring next. Get everything run to the doors. I'm gonna do power windows in the doors, at least in the front. And then I got all new lights, smoked out LEDs, switchbacks. So I'm gonna go through and adapt the wiring harness from the Super Duty to match the 79 lights. So all stuff I just wanna try to get knocked out before the truck gets painted, because once it's painted, I wanna try to minimize the work I have to do to it, so don't risk, you know, hurting the paint or body in any way. So that's all I have for updates right now as far as the work I've gotten done on both these trucks. So trying to keep plugging along on them. A lot to go still. You know, hard to get everything done when it's just me, you know, after work in the garage, but moving along pretty good for doing 2 trucks at once by myself. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed. I've gained a lot of new subscribers and a lot of people commenting and asking questions on this thing. So, but that wraps it up for this video. If you have any questions, comment down below, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have any questions on either one of these trucks or anything else you want to see, anything with the black truck or anything with the shop setup, or questions on anything you guys want, I'll do videos on whatever. So see you guys next time.